Welcome to the Glass Bowl in Toledo, Ohio, and home to the Toledo Rockets. As we'll see a squad from the back, the Akron Zips, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Toledo Rockets. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Rockets will kick it off to get us underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Akron's offense is on the field for the first time today. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week, and watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick, the ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will, a really nice day, and I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game, maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
And the throw down the gut falls to the grass.
Well, that one falls incomplete, but you know this guy is a big part of their passing attack. You saw the last game out, he had multiple catches from the running back position. They're going to try to get that established in this game.
Scanning the field, it's Finley. There's the pressure. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away. And the Zips will punt it away on 4th down. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Boots' first of the day away was called on 4 times in the victory last week. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. The Rockets offense will take the field for the first time. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. Grab near the marker. It's Rudolph. Wrestled down at the 43 after getting 5.
These guys are called matchup guys. They're not the biggest guys on the field, but they're going to win. Short, and they're going to catch the ball, and they're going to make yards after the catch. You can tell those are the type of guys in college football that are starting to get maximized and used a lot more than they were in the past.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking for a man. It's Gleason. Throws to the tight end. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Oh, that is a throw that is just going to haunt this quarterback. He had his target wide open, running deep. That should be a touchdown, but the QB overthrew him. That is going to haunt this quarterback tonight.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. And the Rockets send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Off the RPO, complete. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
Going to swing it on second down. They'll run the screen. The defense wouldn't let him lose it. Even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
We're getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
Just a short pass to the tight end.
Lunch at 2:22
Zips
p.m.
will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. Slips through the line. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. Great place to start for this offense. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They'll get him on the ground after a pickup of 3 to the 28.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got it in the middle. It's Rudolph. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
I love having guys that have the ability to make something happen after they catch it. Simple hitch route, right? Okay, give me some extra yards. Get me a first down after the play. Nice job by the wide receiver.
Oh, they're after him. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early.
And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Toledo. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. So much about the passing game is about timing, execution, communication, and these two, that's a virtual textbook there.
And no doubt about it. And the receiver making plays for his quarterback, being dependable, running the route to the right depth consistently.
And he loses the ball deep in his own end. Maybe some nerves on that return, but a fortunate bounce, and they'll retain possession. The Zips take over in Akron, ready to get that offense to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Looking for a crease, it's Curry. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Looking to throw, it's Finley. Makes the grab. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain.
QBs, when they see these zone coverages, man, some of them panic. Some of them throw it too quickly and can make bad decisions. I like how he waited a little bit, waited for the right window, the right opportunity. There's always going to be holes in zones. I just got to be a little bit patient.
Finds his way for 3 out to the 33.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He hurls one deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
You can just start to sense the frustration building for this offense after that incompletion. Right now, setting up 4th down. They haven't yet scored a touchdown. They just can't find a rhythm in this game. Obviously, the defense, the big reason for that, but if this offense wants a chance to win, they have got to start stringing some completions together and get this quarterback in a better rhythm.
First snap of this drive comes from the 32. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. That's the end of the period, and it's Toledo holding the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats.
I'd said something earlier, but it didn't sound like I didn't think you heard me.
Back to pass, it's Gleason. Makes the grab, it's Trainer. Kearney on the Jets. It's a seam wide open. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Rockets. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Money. Chip train.
Man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him, and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Looking to throw on first down. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play on it.
Oh, what a play call.
Got it set up on the outside. Oh, he's got some space. Oh, a lot of space. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. And the Zips come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Perfect call.
He's got it on the right.
What's he been?
That completion takes him down to the 7-yard
CPU
line,
is on
and
my
they are
knees.
ready to strike.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
From the gun, running back on the move. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
The best red zone offenses are the ones who can run the ball in this area, but that's a tough ask today, especially against this unit. One of the best 5 defenses in the nation stopping the run. This is a really big moment in this game.
He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to
Thank
gain.
this.
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. He'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. The official says no good. And after the miss, it's still a 14-point game. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. On the snap, it's Rudolph. Incomplete, and they
I don't think that play ever works. I thought it might work.
Down, but the defense was ready.
Well, this quarterback has really found
Because I
nice
tried it
rhythm early.
with and did it different, trying to see where I was playing.
Everything
It
that's
didn't work,
happening,
but
they've had 2 drives,
thought maybe with shittier
scored 2
defenders.
touchdowns, and here on their 3rd possession, he still wants to take shots. That one obviously falls incomplete, but if you're him, I would keep spinning the beam.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding
just
where
been
the
slow.
holes are in the zone, or understanding
Awesome.
how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw again. Grabbed over the middle. It's Rudolph. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Oh, fuck, dude.
Fires the pass, intercepted.
And you wonder if that interception is going to bring this guy back down to reality a little
He's
bit.
such a good, he's so good at route running. I don't know how the fuck he had such a shitty
was
cut.
right on the money, and that might have been a decision where he got a little bit greedy, and David, the defense made him pay.
And this week, and I fucking hate it.
Boy, are they loving that huge play. He's got it down to
It was just like,
9.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
Unsuccessful 2nd down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively to try to have success on 3rd down?
They'll run it on 3rd and goal.
Went for the hit stick for some reason. Should have gotten him in the backfield.
Big time touchdown there to get some much needed momentum.
You got to find something, right? Who you going to go to make that big play to get you back into it? You're not back in it yet. It's not tied. You're not there yet, but you're starting to inch back into it and get some momentum going.
On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Toledo has the ball. Here comes the offense. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Give to the back. Can't get him to the
Oh, I thought he was going to stay up and keep going. Oh my god.
Up some valuable ground.
It would have been
Big
nice.
chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
Rides the back on the
Oh,
option
this
to
guy's
give.
no agility to make those turns.
Maybe gets a yard to the 34.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Throws to the wideout.
Should have been Randy Ross.
And he's brought down after a nice game.
Big route was
We
way
reached the
more.
2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. The Rockets have it with a 1st and 10. To the air, it's Gleason. Sets up the screen. Thrust that arm out. Didn't have much room to run. And
How do you get out?
A lot of help. Short game there, and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. And the Rockets in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. Touchdown, Toledo. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
This offense is really dangerous because of the weapons they have on the perimeter of the field. And you're seeing they go to these guys early, and they try to give them opportunities in one-on-one situations and vertically down the field. 2 passing touchdowns now early for this offense.
The Zips take over at Akron, ready to get that offense to work. Running out of
I thought I
time
remembered
here
where
in the
cover
1st
6
half.
was.
They do have a
I did
chance
that.
to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Fires down.
Oh my god, what a laser.
It's caught. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. There's a timeout on the field.
I forgot to
Tight
keep it
game here
contained.
late in the 1st half. With the catch, it's Walker. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. The Zips want to move quickly. back to throw. It's Finley. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Ooh, there's an example, Jesse, of a receiver making his quarterback look bad. Most of the time,
a receiver making his quarterback look bad. He got fucking murked.
Throw on line, but that would hit him in a pretty good spot. He needs to come down with that.
And the Zips will punt this one away.
Surprised he's not.
Wanted to make sure not to give them a chance for a return as it goes out of bounds. We'll see them
I probably
really
should
hit the
have
speed
gone
button
for it.
on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half.
We'll see where this run gets me if it gets me some space.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the
See
run
if
like
this
this,
gets me
obviously
right.
you can give up some plays in the passing game,
Nothing,
but you got to stop the run first.
Snagged in the middle. It's Rudolph. He'll be stopped just outside the 20.
Oh, I need 50 yards in 14 seconds.
Here in the first half. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to go up top on first down. Looking down the middle. A strike downfield. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays.
This is doable.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10.
Actually, I don't know. My fucking kicker is really
Might
shit.
be changing the route. To the air on first down.
Oh,
Fires to the wideout. It's caught downfield.
I thought that guy was in like
His third and
man
final
coverage
timeout of
with
the half.
the other guy that was also looking like he was in man coverage. I can't hit 55 yards in Canyon.
Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team.
Oh, I put not enough power on
And
it.
the try is no good. Missed the field goal, but still a 2-touchdown lead at 14. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half.
So I just stacked that for nothing.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play for a snap of the drive from the 25. Going to the run to start this second half. There he goes. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
In halftime in this locker room, there was a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right.
He's loose. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment.
And this QB is dialed in. You've already seen the passing ability to make plays down the field. But how about this? Running the option as well. The diversity in this offense, really hard to stop, and he's having a day.
Got a man. It's Rudolph. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Wants to throw. It's Gleason.
I thought he was going to go
Grab
off
in
that
the
sling.
middle. It's
So,
Jones. And good coverage by the defense. Just a short gain. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
That penalty cost them a third down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. Here they come on third down, and the defense has had no answer so far. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Using his feet to buy time. Finds his man. It's Trina. They don't get nearly enough on third down, fourth down coming from the 48.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up fourth and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
And the punt will hit at the 1, just a little too far for them to be able to down it. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 20. Pulled and fired complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receivers somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
It's really easy to say the word RPO and say I'm going to run them, but you got to make those decisions, and you got to make them fast. You can't get confused by all the craziness that's going on, by all the guys moving around or talking. Nice job by the...
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. There he goes. The 30. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Akron. You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
Fair catch, called for and made. Guys, let's see what Toledo can get done on offense this time. That lead has been sliced to 7, and now they'll try to put something together here. They'll run it. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Gonna run it. It's Trina. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
That one falls incomplete. They reached into the bag of tricks on first down and couldn't pull it off.
And what a job by the defense, seeing the quarterback throw the football, break on the football, no space allowed. As soon as he catches it, defender meet ball carrier and gets him on the ground.
Looking for a man. It's Gleason. Fires to the middle. It's complete. Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45. The Rockets are on the move. Looking to throw on first down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Turning it on. Just steamrolling the defense. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals. No matter how many times they tell you to look for it, it is tough to defend a perfectly executed screen.
Yeah, because I'm trying to go get the quarterback, and everything looks like pass, but when you see it, when you see that screen, you got to retrace your steps, get back in the play. Nice job by the offense, but the defense just has to recognize that a little bit sooner.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why.
Touchdown, Rockets! Made the grab in the end zone for the score. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner goes down. Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Unloads quickly. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Looking downfield, it's Finley. Puts it out of the air. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. The Zips will bring the punt team onto the field. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. The Rockets offense is back on the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being...
Wide open spaces. Big pickup on the ground into plus territory, and they get him out of bounds at the 41.
And that is why this guy is a true dual-threat quarterback. You've seen him all game, hurting them with his arm, already over 200 yards passing. And how about his running ability now and flashing that on the option play? There's a variety of ways he can take the game over, and the defense is figuring that out fast.
Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Toledo has the lead. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. On the ground, it's Trena. And the Rockets get enough for the 1st down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? You've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Wide receiver going in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2. You have any chance in the world, this defense has to come up with a stop on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Toledo. They build this 4th quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, you know, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Running back searching for a hole. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. And the Zips have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. On the option, he'll toss it. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Toledo has the ball. Here comes the offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. The Rockets will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. They boot it away on 4th down.
Man, it looked like that was a house call. He made the first guy miss. It was going to the house. He was going to score a touchdown. And then, man, what a big turn of events. Talk about shifting momentum. He coughs it up, gives it to the other team.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. Got some room headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Rockets. And they take it in for 6 more points. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents.